Welcome to Florida Mint on Florida Man with Greg, Wayne, Josh, and Cameron, the podcast where Floridians discuss the legends, lore, and crazy stories that always seems to take place in Florida. What is going on? Episode 121.
Guys,
glad to be here.
I feel like I'm about to spontaneous combust. Spontaneous combust?
Yeah, it's spontaneous combust.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
Now, why is that, Josh? Why are you feeling so hot?
There's a light about 4 feet from my left ear.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's melting my face.
The reason why Josh feels that way is we have a new studio layout.
If you're watching bulbs,
if you're watching on the live stream on Patreon, they see it.
Right.
They see the new studio. We're happy about that. We have new lights, and Josh is not about it.
Well, mine's really close to my head.
It is close.
We're trying to light that big face of yours. It takes a lot of light, bud.
This is true.
You've been hiding in the shadows for 120 episodes.
It's literally my life's goal.
We finally light you up in the name of the Lord, and you're like, it's hot in here. I don't like it no more.
Yeah, I think that's a valid thing.
Do you think some headlines would cool you off?
They definitely cool me off.
All right, Cameron.
Let's do it, boys.
Let's do it.
Chill them.
Okay, headlines. All right, so we have a career criminal Florida man to talk about first.
Career
Criminal. He's been in and out of jail all his life, and he was arrested for selling meth to an undercover officer.
Come on.
Okay, so
you can't do that.
So he's
they
not
set
good.
him up.
Not a good career.
No, he's not great at it. So they set him up. They bought meth from him, and they said, "Hey, I'm police.
Hey, bozo.
Yeah, you're going to jail." So,
hey, bozo.
Anyways, they arrested him. They took some of his drugs that he had in his house.
Cool.
They also impounded his Mercedes SUV.
Cool.
Okay.
Nice.
So they placed it in a secured impound lot at the sheriff's office.
Cool.
Well, he went to jail. He was released on bond. While he was released on bond, within 72 hours of the vehicle being impounded,
Yes.
all of a sudden it was set on fire in the impound lot.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Were they trying to light it up with some spotlights?
They were definitely trying to light it up. So this guy and his sister and his nephew, all three of them went to the impound lot.
The police impound lot.
Cool. Okay. They went to find his Mercedes, and basically his goal was to get more meth out of the car that he had hidden.
So he wasn't trying to destroy evidence. He was trying to get more meth.
He was trying to take the evidence out of the car he couldn't be implemented on that too. So he found the hidden meth. But he did not find the gun that he knew that he had in the car. And because he's a convicted criminal, he cannot own a firearm. So that would be an issue. So he set the entire car on fire
to find the gun.
To kill all evidence that was in there, so it couldn't be used against him in court. Police did end up finding that gun. He could not find his own gun in his own car.
But that's how good of a hider he is.
I know, he's great at hiding.
Good for him.
The seeking part is the issue.
Seeking and meth use, they don't really work out.
That guy, though, we should invite him over for an Easter egg hunt. Because he could hide everything.
He couldn't find
but he couldn't find nothing.
But
police
then he would
did
light your
find,
house on fire.
Yeah.
They did find a firearm in the charred remains of the vehicle. And so he was,
sitting
convicted,
there
guilty of all
probably.
these, distribution of meth and possession with distribution.
Did they know that he did the fire, though?
They have video footage of him and his sister and his nephew doing this.
He doesn't keep up with technology, it seems. Because cameras are kind of everywhere.
What qualifies you as a career criminal? Because he doesn't sound like he's good at the job.
You got to go to criminal college.
He did have a Mercedes SUV, though.
Yeah, that's okay. If it's G-Wagon, bro, that's like $100,000.
Yeah, that's a lot of meth to get a G-Wagon. All right, our next Florida man story is actually about a Florida mom and her daughter. Okay. And so we have an assistant principal who illegally accessed student accounts on a computer. Students have like accounts for like grades and attendance and like all just school stuff. Well, one of the things that they could do on their school account is vote for homecoming queens.
Okay.
So she wants to see the results before they like happen on stage.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Or make sure that the votes go her way. So she logged into
she put money on it.
Over 300 student accounts.
Okay.
What?
And fraudulently voted for her own daughter to win homecoming queen.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes. So the mother and the daughter did this together where they basically logged into or hacked. I don't know. Somehow, as an assistant principal, she has access to be able to get into these high school students'
so embarrassing.
Accounts.
It's pretty embarrassing.
It's the worst. It's the worst thing to commit a crime for.
Now,
I mean, for homecoming queen?
Well, I know like being like Miss USA and Miss Florida is like big. Is this like one of the steps to get to like Miss Florida? Like you got to be homecoming queen
if you're homecoming
from
queen.
a high school,
right? If you don't make homecoming queen, you're
it's
just
like
taken out of the running.
Now, a lot of the times I joke about like what's the crime,
right?
But I'm actually kind of serious this time around. Like, is that illegal? It's just homecoming votes. There's nothing,
right?
Like,
but it is like so the list of charges is actually kind of funny. Offense against users of computers.
Wow.
Offense against computer systems.
That's like the broadest.
Offense against computer networks and electronic devices. Unlawful use of a two-way communication device.
Don't go near my computer.
Criminal use of personally identified information and conspiracy to commit all of these offenses.
Okay.
So the weird thing is she's actually an assistant principal of an elementary school. She's not even the assistant principal of that school. But somehow they're able to get into those.
Well, that makes a lot more sense. I guess she's accessing another schools. I thought maybe she worked at the school and was like, I'm going to log in, just change some homecoming votes.
Yeah, but that's still what she did. I mean, it's still just incredibly embarrassing.
Once you go to another school, you cross the line.
Right, but I'm saying it sounds like she like got into a system that didn't belong to her.
Right. Yeah.
I thought she worked there and like already ran the system, which is still embarrassing. But like, but yeah, the offense of computers, you can't offend computers.
No, they're not like a being
not
that
easily, at least.
is easily offended.
But if you do, you go to jail.
Exactly.
It's serious.
Well, so she went to jail. But this happened in like October of 2020.
Okay.
But the reason that they got caught was because the daughter was like bragging about it at school.
Oh my God.
To like friends. And so friends like were like, what? Wait, what happened? And so it ended up telling like school authorities and things like that.
She had no chance. And then she like wins.
Yeah, and everybody's there's no possible way that happened.
Yeah, but the thing about it is,
like who at your school had no chance?
Yeah,
me. Actually, I made I think top 5 for homecoming.
Of course, he's gonna.
Yeah. I just feel like that's like one of the dumbest things to brag about.
Oh, for sure.
My mom cheated the system so that I could win homecoming.
Oh, it's just embarrassing.
That's how much my mom loves me.
I guess so.
Right.
Let's talk about another family issue.
Yes.
Okay. We have a Florida man that was. This one's a little dark. I'll give you a heads up, but
not like the studio. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Patreon.
So Florida man charged with the murder of his grandfather. Okay. After so this guy, he's 30-year-old DeLand man, charged with that's the city DeLand.
Okay. Oh, I was like,
actually is kind of funny.
That's a bad A nickname, dude.
DeLand man.
DeLand man.
Anyways, 30-year-old man basically murdered his 77-year-old grandfather.
Okay.
So Colby is his name. He told deputies that he was attacked by his grandfather. And then he, basically stabbed his grandfather in self-defense.
What is this story?
All right. Well, he said that happened after they were smoking marijuana together and all this kind of stuff. Well, it ends up that we think that he's lying. Officers said that he actually hit his grandfather with a bat and then stabbed him. And so while deputies are interrogating him, trying to figure out what actually happened.
Where'd you get the bat? Is there a bat cave nearby?
Right.
What's happening?
Exactly.
Then, this is where it gets dark. Then Colby pulled 2 ears out of his pocket.
Oh my God.
That belonged to his grandfather. Like,
he left them in his will to Colby. No,
I don't think so. So he pulled these 2 ears out of his pocket, and then immediately started attacking deputies.
Yeah, of course he did.
He tried to grab the deputy's taser and firearm. 3 deputies were punched, kicked, or headbutted during this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, cops. That guy had his ears cut off.
You think he had ears in hand? And it gave him like super strength?
No, but I have something weirder. They go into Colby's bedroom and they find an apron with the phrase "the family butcher" printed on it. And then like fake ears attached to it like plastic.
What the crap?
I'm gonna throw up.
Guy's got an ear fetish.
I'm gonna throw up.
Well, and then
Cameron don't like ears.
Cameron's like, and then in the back pocket, they found a nose.
This is so random. Like the apron thing is just like disgusting.
Yeah, the family butcher.
I'm not gonna lie. Like halfway through it, I'm like, sounds like a normal murder story, Cameron.
Yeah.
And then ear pocket.
Do you think he had an ear in
the
each
family
pocket?
butcher? Like what? How did you? That sounds okay. He got second degree. He got charged with second degree murder.
Mm-hmm.
What's
when
that?
you have it's like not premeditated.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you have an apron that says the family butcher with
that's premeditated.
Fake ears on it, and then you kill somebody in your family and cut their ears off.
And he didn't order that. He ironed it on.
You think so?
This guy thought about it for days.
You can't order that off Amazon.
No, they banned
not
that
even
kind of
Etsy
stuff.
though.
Right? No, Etsy maybe.
Yeah, they're pretty.
What's this guy's name? Did it say his name?
Colby.
The Landman.
Colby. Oh, the Landman.
Yeah. So
shame on Colby, dude.
Gross.
That's gross.
All right, our next one's a little happier. So we have a Florida man.
I hope so.
Anything would be happier than this.
Yeah.
So a Florida man who for years has been fighting to keep his alligator as a pet.
Okay.
His alligator's name is Gwendolyn. Okay.
Oh, they sound like a cute couple.
And so David Van Buren, resident of Coconut Grove, which sounds like a beautiful place.
It does sound beautiful.
He's had this alligator for 47 years.
What the heck?
Gwendolyn, the alligator for 47 years.
She's going to outlive him.
He got it when he was a boy, 9 years old. His family took the alligator in, allowing it to live in their swimming pool in the backyard. And so now, 47 years later, he's a retired firefighter. He's still living in that same childhood home.
Okay.
And Gwendolyn lives with him. They say that Gwendolyn really likes Chips Ahoy cookies.
Okay.
And pizza.
But
the problem is over these years.
Ears.
I'm
sorry.
The family butcher. She's got an apron.
Jeez. Sorry. So over the years, they've had issues because
he can't go on vacation.
Right.
Who's going to watch Gwendolyn?
Who's gonna feed him?
Can you watch Gwendolyn for
Just
me?
give him some Chips Ahoys. So he's basically had issues with the state trying to take the alligator away.
Yeah.
Right now they're saying, or actually this is a couple of years ago, they're saying that the backyard and enclosure and all this kind of stuff, part of that, which is a swimming pool,
it's not
is too
gator-proof.
small. They're saying that the alligator, which is 13 feet long, who's like at least 47 years old, should actually be bigger than that. And they're saying that's because its habitat
stunted her
is too
growth.
small.
I don't think it's the habitat.
It's probably
the pizza and Chips Ahoy.
Yeah, it's not a goldfish.
It's also because the alligator will just like lounge around inside on the couch.
Oh, it's lazy.
It's lazy.
Lazy.
It doesn't want to grow.
I'll be honest with you, man. There's nothing I hate more than a lazy gator.
Yeah. That's that teacher you got.
That's
true.
I hate
in 1994, the state of Florida actually took the gator away.
What?
But then they had like a long court battle, and the state decided to give Gwendolyn back to him. And so over the years, they just randomly they'll come out and say, "Oh, your fence needs to be bigger, or it needs to be sturdier."
They make new rules,
right, and things like this. So I just thought it was amazing that 47 years.
No,
he's had
good
this
for that
gator.
guy. Because honestly, it sounds like he's not mistreating Gwendolyn.
He's dedicated.
No.
She's got a good life and all that different stuff. But that's not the first time the state's come after a guy for his alligator pets.
Tell us.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, like in other stories we've had, where
What's his name?
Even 2 weeks ago, with
Alligator
Penelope.
Joe and Penelope. Yeah.
Yeah.
The state always gets involved. Like, hey, you have an animal you're not supposed to have.
Do you think when they finally gave the alligator back, he came into the room and the alligator ran to him, recognized him?
Like those
Give me a
videos where
cookie.
the soldiers come home from Iraq and the kid's crying.
Yeah, and the girl's like, "I cheated on you."
Yeah.
What?
That's the ones you
That's
don't
a
watch
term.
those.
What? Wow, the family butcher.
What?
All right, so I have a happy one to end on.
Yeah.
Josh loves these positive ones.
I love them.
So we have a Miami janitor who has quietly been feeding thousands of people ever since the pandemic started.
Oh, come on. That's
so?
cool.
You can't say anything about that.
Without their approval, without their permission. Take it.
He's like, shh.
So Doramise Moreau has every Friday night, she cooks way past midnight, cooking food by herself in her house for 1,000 people.
Come on,
every
that's
Friday.
amazing.
She
Wow.
single-handedly
Super
cooks
cool.
1,000 meals.
She must be hard to get along with.
Right.
I mean, by herself? Like nobody's going to join you?
No, there's other family members there, but she's doing it that's what she does. She's staying up past when the family has gone to bed, past when she gets home from work.
I love her.
So she'll take like the church van to like the grocery shop. She'll that's a lot of grocery. 1,000 people. I can't even comprehend. Like
I can barely
people.
cook for 4.
Yeah, I can't feed myself through the week.
Right.
So, anyways, the whole community recognizes how much she's always done for the community.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, a couple of years ago, through like a community initiative, she was given a car because she hasn't had a car all these years that she's been in Florida. She was born in Haiti. She said even when she was like 10 years old, her mom would like get onto her because she'd actually take food out of their house. If she ever found anybody hungry or mistreated or anything like that, she would take food out of their own house, give it away to people, and like her mom would get onto her. She's like, come on, I'm still going to do it. So she's been doing it for years and just like super awesome. And I just wanted to give her a shout out because she's
what was her name?
Dude.
Doramise Moreau.
Come on, man.
That's beautiful.
Hey, good on her. And honestly, like that's the kind of stuff I want to hear from headline sections.
Yeah, no more the ear stuff.
It lifts me up. It encourages me.
Right.
Now, Cameron, before we started this episode, he said, guys, I got a story for you that's going to lift you up.
Right.
Yep.
And he said it's either going to be about someone cooking for thousands.
Right. Or a hot air balloon.
Or some ears.
Well, the weird thing is, though, when she cooks steaks, they call her the family butcher.
There it is.
Disgusting. Hey, fellas.
Hey. Hi, Josh.
So, there's two things. There's one thing that you guys have in common that I don't have in common.
Okay.
Okay.
You both got to name a human being.
Okay. Yeah, we did.
Children.
Yeah, Wayne got 2.
I named 2. I named 2 humans.
Cameron got 1.
Well, don't act like he's doing better than me. I just have 1.
Okay. Yeah. Well, your name is.
I'm doing better.
Yeah. You are. And I've gotten to name 0 human beings. So, my goal is find a kid, name a kid.
Right.
That's the name of my organization.
Find one?
Find a kid, name a kid.
Okay.
And obviously.
Is that not for profit?
It is not for profit.
Okay, just checking.
Obviously, if you want a kid to succeed, you guys know this because you took this into your consideration when naming your kids.
Right.
You have to name the kid a classy name.
Because you want them to be successful. The name says a lot.
The name says a lot.
Right.
So if you venture into the far side where it's trashy, probably that kid's going to be.
He's going to have a harder time.
That's what you're saying. Right.
So you guys, I've asked for your help. I want to be prepared if I come across a kid needing a name.
Right. He did say that via text, by the way.
I've asked if you would come up with a list of classy names.
Mm-hmm.
Mid-management names. Because I don't want to set the bar too high.
Yeah, can you explain that, though?
That's just a regular Joe name, like Josh.
Right. Okay. Your mid-management?
No, Joshua is my full name, and Joshua is actually classy.
Oh, okay.
Can I say something? I want to say the exact text that Josh sent Cameron and I. He said, if I ever find a human and I get to name it, I'm going to need some help with that. So can you guys please pick a classy name,
a
mid-management name, and a trashy name?
Thank you. Okay. So I've asked you to maybe make 2 each. I've made 2, and hopefully you can help me in reading
I made 1 of each.
I did 1.
Okay.
One in each category?
Because,
well, of course you made 2 because you're excited to name a human.
Right. Yeah.
And if you find twins.
Wait a minute. Are you trying to tell us something on the air?
That I'm excited to name a human. That's all. I can't reproduce. I'm not.
Well, I
don't have both.
If you
what?
Are. All right. So
let's go.
All right. So let's swap names. I'll give my names to Cameron. He can read my names.
Okay.
Yeah. Cameron gives mine to me.
And I'll take yours, Josh.
Yeah.
Let's start with Josh's.
Okay.
Okay.
Classy names first.
I'm handing. Okay.
This is gonna set the human I find up for success.
This is Josh's classy name that he chose.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Read it out loud.
Saffron Eloquence Pamplemousse.
Pamplemousse, yeah.
What?
Saffron Eloquence Pamplemousse.
Yeah, pamplemousse.
So if you find a child and you get to name it,
I think it is a pineapple.
you're going to name it Saffron Eloquence Pamplemousse.
Okay. This person walks in and says, I want a raise. Do you give them a raise?
I don't know. Saffron Pamplemousse. I probably wouldn't have hired you to begin with.
I think you would have.
I probably would have.
I think so.
What about name 2? Would you have name?
The second classy name?
Yes, the second.
Josh just...
This is the classiest name.
No.
What? Josh's second classy name is Monocle Constantine Wagyu the Fifth.
Yes. Okay. Now, Monocle Constantine Wagyu the Fifth, come in.
You're just thinking of classy words of like, that's a meat and an eyeglass.
I will say this, Monocle Constantine's a pretty cool name.
That is a pretty cool name.
That's like a band name. That's an emo band
Wagyu
name.
kind of throws it off.
Well, yeah, I kind of, at the end, I'm not good with surnames. Okay?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Josh's trashy name that he's chosen for this child.
Are we going to go right to trashy? I thought we'd do all classy.
Go around in a circle and do all classy names?
Would y'all mind? Keep it classy. Then we go trashy.
All right, so Cameron's going to read my classy name.
Okay. Wayne's classy name that he came up with.
Let's see you beat Monocle Constantine Wagyu.
Admiral Strongblood.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. You're freaking welcome.
Yeah, I'm right. I'm going to write
You
this
are
one
welcome.
down. Admiral Strongblood.
Yes, thank you.
God, that's
if I
good.
had a son, I've got 2 daughters. If I had a son, my wife can back me up on this.
You guarantee that.
She knows that the kid's name was going to be Admiral Strongblood.
Can I have that in a handshake?
Nope.
Okay.
All right,
Admiral
now
Strongblood. That's good, actually.
Thank you.
I didn't think you had the chops.
I've never made Josh proud on this show. 121
Let's
episodes.
see.
That is
see,
pretty
Cam.
good. Oh, okay.
Classy names. Cameron's got William.
Oh, sweet.
I just went with the first name.
Thank you for your input. Cam, I'll write that down for sure.
I figured he would.
Cameron tried so hard.
If you found a child, he would already have your last name.
I don't know. I don't think so. I can name anything I want.
All right.
Wow.
So Cameron said William.
Thanks for participating.
You're gonna love mine.
All right. So Josh's trashy name he chose.
Now this is I asked you guys for trashy names so that just in case you weren't available or I had a memory loss with classy, I could go, well, let me avoid these names for sure.
So if you get
these are the no-nos.
Yeah, you don't want to name a human this.
Yeah. So if you know someone this, name this.
I doubt it. Oh my! It's so long.
Well,
this is Josh's trashy name that he will never name a human being.
I would never name a human this.
Pol Pot Diaper Dumpster Fire Hitler.
That's a terrible name.
Okay,
that's a trashy.
That's an awful name.
So that is a no. Don't name.
What was it, Cam?
Without Pol Pot Diaper Dumpster Fire Hitler.
Yes, thank you.
All right, let me just say here.
Pol with no E.
Josh is.
Pol Pot.
Pol Pot.
Cambodia.
Josh.
I don't know what that means.
Josh's second
trashy name. Go ahead, read it out loud. Don't name your.
We're seeing these for the first time.
Okay, don't name your kids.
Josh's second trashy name is Gropey Rash Trump.
Gropey?
So
Rash.
trashy to be gropey.
Har Trump.
Okay.
So the kid's middle name is har.
No, it's more of a har.
Okay, I gotcha. Sorry, I missed the nuance.
Yeah,
right.
It's okay.
All right, so Cameron's got Wayne's trashy name.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Trashy name. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is what you don't want to name.
One word.
I will not name a human this.
You can put it anywhere.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Is that 3 words or 1 word?
1 word.
That's 1 word.
Don't name your kid. You can put it anywhere. Goodness.
Right.
Okay.
You is
It's not hard
spelled Y-E-W.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
K-A-N.
You really knocked it
You
out
can.
of the park. Thank you for.
All right, my trashy name.
You can't put
Oh, Josh got to write it down.
it anywhere.
He's taking notes.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm sweating out of joy at this point.
Yeah, praise God.
Well,
Admiral Strongblood, yes.
Thank you. All right, now what's
you could put it anywhere.
What's Cameron's
No.
trashy name that he chose?
Let's
wait,
see.
what was my classy name?
William.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Cameron's
Here's my
classy name.
trashy
Trashy
one.
name.
Trashy name.
Billy. Which is off of a William, right? This
Cameron picked the same name.
Okay. Yes, Billy's not the classiest name.
Right.
I wouldn't salute a President Billy.
No.
So you're right about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. My CEO named Billy, I would have a hard time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if his name was Billy Strongblood?
Well, that's close.
That's a little different, isn't it?
good.
That's muscular. All right. So the next middle management name.
Yeah. Well, this is just in case I see the human I find.
Right.
They're an average performer.
Okay.
Like,
you can tell right away 5 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah. Usually.
Okay.
So this is what.
Average performer.
Okay, sweet.
Okay.
Seeing these for the first time, Josh's middle management name for his human is Payday Wayne McSneaker.
Like, that guy's not going too far.
No, yeah, you're right. I bet.
He can only work his way so far up the ladder.
And the
Go on.
the second middle management name Josh chose is Fun Young Cameron McFist Bump, bruh.
What? Question mark?
There's a question mark.
These are just random phrases.
You gotta say it again with your question mark.
The middle. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, and it's also Funyun.
Oh,
G-
Funyun Cameron McFist Bump, bruh. This is Josh's dream.
It has a weird ring to it.
It's for him to write random stuff on paper and make us read it.
And make us read it.
Yeah.
All right, Cameron.
All
What's
right,
I think Cameron's nickname could be Funyun.
it could
Cameron
be question mark.
McFist Bump, bro.
All right. Wayne's name that he chose for middle management
Yes, please.
is Josh.
You gotta be kidding me. I agree. Yes.
Cheers, buddy.
Joshua, though.
That's eloquent.
It tips it over.
Because it's like Yeshua.
Thank
Right.
you.
Right.
It's weird
So
that you say
eloquent.
that.
Yeah.
Don't you dare.
Messiah.
If you put this in front of my face and it says my name,
All right. Here you go. Well, there's
right.
my other ones.
William,
Okay.
Trashy.
Billy,
All right.
What's mid management?
Bill. That's okay. Dead on. He's dead
That's
on.
where
He's
you
right
said
about
that's
that.
accurate, dude.
Yeah. Okay. He wins that one. He wins that round. Josh does not win that.
Oh, that
Bill.
was fun. I like that game, dude.
Yeah, that is good.
What do we call that? Name Josh's kids.
Name Josh's kids?
If you had to
Wayne
name-
McSneaker,
But if you had to name somebody right now, out of any of those names, what would you name them?
Admiral Strong.
Come on.
100%.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
God bless.
You can't be like, hey, sorry, Admiral Strongblood. You don't get the promotion.
I'm late. Yeah, well, yeah.
Right.
And if Admiral Strongblood is your boss, you're not going to call him when you're late for work. You just
No.
quit your job.
Yeah.
You know
or
what I
show
mean?
up on time.
Terrifying. In 1951, getting a job at the Cove Marina was one of the coolest things a teenager could do.
Easily.
Oh, for sure.
Any marina.
The Cove Marina?
Everybody knows
Yeah.
that. The Cove Marina was located along the Miami River, and it held some of the largest, most expensive yachts in the state of Florida.
Mm.
Okay, so we're in Florida.
Yeah, so this is a
Yeah.
place where people would store like their wealthy boats.
Right.
You know, wealthy people storing wealthy boats.
Storing wealthy boats. Yep.
So every summer, the marina would hire students from local middle schools to do odds and end jobs on the pier, and literally every kid wanted this job.
Do you
Okay.
want a middle schooler around your yacht?
Here's the thing: in the 50s, I feel like labor laws are way different.
Yeah.
They were just
They
like
could work them 16 hours.
that's the thing is who will work long and like difficult hours.
Who can't tell time?
Middle schoolers.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
Right.
Basically, this was the place to work. So when Stephen Ingle was hired to work at the Cove Marina, it was literally all he could think about for weeks.
Oh,
This kid
for
was
sure.
so
Yeah.
happy.
You have a job. It's around cool stuff.
Yeah, dream job for Stephen. Because basically, if you got the job, you spent the summer on the docks, getting a
Yep.
tan, driving boats, and hanging out with fancy people.
Love it.
That's what this job consisted of. And when you weren't working, you were like swimming off the dock.
Yeah. If you
Right.
get hot, you just dive in, right?
Yeah, perfect summer
I was
job.
playing video games in middle school.
Come
That's
on.
way less fun.
Cool.
No one was.
No.
No, here's the thing. So each season, the Cove
Yeah.
Marina would hire a different set of students to work.
Okay.
But Stephen was such a good employee that they guaranteed him a spot every summer. They
Really?
wanted
Wow.
Stephen Ingle.
Okay.
They
on
probably
the
tried
job.
to talk him out of going to school. They're like, you should probably get rid of school. 'Cause
Yeah,
It's
and
holding
work,
you
work
back.
here forever. So this kid started working there in 1951. He worked there until 1957. Wow. He basically starts in middle school, works and the rest of his high school career at the Cove Marina. Stephen fell in love with the job so much that even when he wasn't working, when he was off the clock, that's where him and his friends would hang out.
Okay.
So like year round. Yeah, they're just hanging out on the pier, doing stuff, chilling every single night. And so he wasn't just trusted by the staff. He was also trusted by the rich people who docked their boats there as well.
Gotcha. Yo, Steven, pull my boat around.
Dude, 100%. So imagine being a teenager and you're working there and this rich guy pulls up on his boat and is like, hey, take care of her, Steven. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like there's like some prestige Dr. Monocle. There. Yeah, Dr. Admiral Strongblood.
Oh my God.
My goodness.
You got it because the boat. And so basically these rich people go to parties somewhere in Florida and you're allowed to run around on their rich boat while they're doing that, which is like super cool for a kid. Dream job. So needless to say, though, Steven saw some pretty interesting stuff coming in and out of these boats. For example, on one occasion, while he and his friends were cleaning below deck of this huge yacht, he sat down on what he thought was like a pile of like supplies, just like random stuff below deck, but it was like softer than he thought it would be.
Okay.
So he removes the cover and it was a giant pile of cocaine.
Oh, cocaine is softer than random supplies.
Like you would think. It's softer than you would imagine.
It's got a little give to it.
It's funny how he knew it was cocaine, though.
Oh, I guess true. Steven? You had some answering, buddy. It was kilos and kilos of coke, like Scarface style.
Just like under a tarp.
Under a tarp.
It is Florida, so.
No, 100 in the 50s.
Right.
Yeah, Miami was built by cocaine. So, yeah, no surprise. So, needless to say, Steven and his friends kind of covered it back up and was like, okay, we didn't see anything.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the docks.
Pockets full of cocaine.
Yeah, just spilling out of their Jinkos. On another occasion, the owner of a yacht was giving Steven a tour, and Steven said that on the boat was at least a dozen bikini-clad ladies.
Okay.
And he's giving a tour to a 13-year-old.
It would look odd if they were like formally dressed, though.
That's true.
If they were in like business suits.
Or in jackets.
Right. Well, here's the thing that was kind of odd, though. Two of the ladies were playing casually with a rocket launcher.
Okay. Wow. Yeah.
All right. Wow. So it's like one of those things where like one of the ladies is wearing like a captain hat. Yeah. And she's got a rocket launcher and she's in high heels and she's like, hey, Steve.
It's just one of those things.
Yeah, you get it. You get it.
I think if I was playing with a rocket launcher, I would want that jacket on, actually.
Well, that's the thing. So while this guy is working as a teenager at his summer job, he's running into drug smugglers and arms dealers. That's basically,
that's what that is?
These are the rich folks who are coming through, and everybody's kind of turning a blind eye.
If you own a yacht, it's probably best to have a rocket launcher.
To protect your boat.
Like pirates.
Here's the thing. When Stephen Ingle thinks back on those days at the Cove Marina, neither of those two stories top the list of his crazy experiences.
Go on.
The craziest experience he ever had was in the summer of 1953. Stephen had finished his jobs for the day, and he was washing off and kind of cleaning up when he decided to stay late after sundown and have a few drinks with his buddies.
Well, that's where he hangs out. So.
Yeah, pretty common for teens in the 50s, you know? While they were sitting on the pier, long after dark, they noticed a ship, a really nice yacht, coming towards them in the distance.
Okay. And he's like, I'm off the clock. I'm not setting up your cushions or whatever.
I mean, kind of. It was odd because Stephen had access to the manifest, like the folder of who's coming and who's going, and there was no other boat scheduled to come in that night.
Okay.
So he sees his boat coming in after dark. It's not scheduled to be there. And this wasn't just some random dock where anybody could park their boat. This is like a top tier upper class facility.
Is a yacht dock.
Yeah, and it's a yacht dock.
Yeah,
and it's kind of like further in the Miami River.
Cool.
So you wouldn't just like casually pull up and be like, I want to park here,
right?
Like deep down this river, right? But the yacht was moving kind of aimlessly at a distance, and so as the boat got closer, Stephen and his friends kind of realized that it wasn't necessarily coming directly at them, but it was moving kind of slowly right at the other yachts and showing no signs of stopping.
That's no good. Yeah,
that's definitely not.
Yeah, because that's a problem. Because like one thing people who own $1 million yachts hate is other $1 million yachts crashing into theirs.
Right, it's inconvenient.
They don't like it.
Yep.
So basically, Stephen was like, "Look, no matter how slow this boat's coming at us, it's going to be doing some damage. I've got to stop it."
Okay.
So what Stephen does, he jumps into this small motorboat.
Go on.
And he kind of takes off in the direction of this random yacht that's just floating along.
Yeah.
And as he gets closer to it, he can see that painted along the side of the yacht is the word Ostwind, Ostwind. Okay. He pulls up next to it, expecting to see somebody on the deck, but the boat appears to be completely empty.
Nice.
So Stephen does what any teenager would
Rams
do.
it.
Right.
He climbs on board.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The Ostwind?
The Ostwind.
I'm not going to jump on that.
So he climbs on board this boat, and as it turns out, after investigating, there's absolutely nobody on board.
So a yacht has traveled up the Miami River,
right,
and is now about to ramrod itself into other yachts.
Yeah, and it's nobody's on there but Steven at this point.
Ghost yacht.
Multi-million-dollar yacht.
No.
Has been seemingly lost at sea for Lord knows how long.
Okay. What?
Steven doesn't have a ton of experience, but he's able to navigate the yacht up to the pier without destroying everything.
Okay.
And at this point, when he had went out there, his friends went to go find help.
Yeah.
They go find grown-ups, right? This is what you have to do. So when he gets back, all these people are standing around going, hey, what's going on? And basically, they're thinking to themselves, this boat's so expensive.
Yeah.
Whoever owned it wouldn't just abandon it. Like, it's too nice.
So yacht law is not finders keepers?
No, not anymore.
Okay.
It was in the 30s. This is the 50s.
Dang it.
So basically, this boat costs way too much money to just leave it alone.
Yeah.
So immediately everyone's like, oh, foul play. Like something's not right.
For sure.
So they believe whoever owned this boat is now lost at sea somewhere. That's like the mindset they're at.
Of course.
So basically, they're like, either they're lost at sea or maybe somebody like threw them overboard and escaped somehow.
Yep.
So local authorities get involved. And after multiple weeks of investigating, they've got zero answers, no leads whatsoever. They begin calling it the case of the ghost ship.
Whoa, the case of the ghost ship.
And it's spreading fast. People are talking about this in South Florida. Like,
right.
Did you hear about that $1 million yacht that showed up? No one's on it.
Well, everybody wants to claim it.
Well, that's the thing. Is someone at some point in time had named this yacht Ostwind, took the time to, paint it on the side really nice.
It's not a no-name yacht. I mean, somebody loved it.
Here's the thing. No one in the state of Florida, had any record of a boat being called that.
Yeah.
Like at all. So at this point, months have gone by. Cops are content to call off the investigation, and they basically tell the Cove Harbor, look, the marina, if no one claims the boat, it's yours. Like, we don't know what to do with this anymore.
It's the marinas?
It just belongs to the marinas. Like, because no one's coming forward. It's one of those things. The issue was the Cove Marina didn't want to be left with the Ostwind.
Right.
There's a reason why.
Okay.
Because anytime anyone went near the boat, they said it emitted a wicked presence.
Oh, no.
Okay. Yeah.
So literally people who didn't know the backstory would walk by the Ostwind and be like, something's not right.
Something's not right with that boat.
The word that random people kept using to describe it was evil.
Okay.
It just feels evil.
Okay.
So the Ostwind was estimated to cost $8.5 million to build.
Jeez. In the 50s?
In the 50s.
Man.
But people were so afraid of it that the Cove Marina couldn't even give it away.
Oh, what?
Like everybody was like, I don't want anything to do with
this. You guys ever walked across anything and you're like, that's evil?
Well, imagine being in the marina and like you inherit this boat, this abandoned yacht, and they're trying to get rid of it. Nobody wants it, which sucks for them because now the cost of removal and destruction is on them.
Yeah.
They've been left with this like giant yacht.
This yacht's going to have to kill me.
Right.
I'm going to lasso this
I'm going to hang on to
mine.
it, right? Here's the thing. Word is spreading around the state. So once local authorities gives up, independent investigators get involved. They're trying to figure out the mystery of the Ostwind, what's going on with this boat, right? The ghost ship on the Miami River. One day, a few weeks before the Cove Marina is about to demolish this boat, a Jewish group led by former Miami Beach Commissioner Abe Resnick reaches out and says they know who the Ostwind belongs to and they have proof.
Okay.
So they show up to the marina and they delivered the news to the owners, and our boy Stephen Engel was there. He was present for this. The Jewish group lays out their evidence and literally no one believes what they're saying. The 86-foot luxury yacht called the Ostwind belonged to none other than Adolf Hitler.
What the? Okay.
Wayne.
I'm sorry.
Are you serious?
I'm sorry.
Hitler had commissioned the Ostwind during World War II as a celebration boat. His plan was to sail into England after Germany had won the war and accept Winston Churchill's surrender aboard the Ostwind.
He built a boat just for that.
To accept England's surrender.
Premature celebration.
Right.
Kind of cool though.
So here's the thing though. Obviously things didn't go his way.
Right.
So when the tides of war started shifting against Germany, some of Hitler's top officers stole the Oswin to escape Germany.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah.
And they set sail for America thinking they could surrender when they arrived and possibly find political asylum.
Yeah.
And they never made it. But the boat did.
Whoa.
They tried crossing the ocean in this boat.
Well, there's lots of rocket launchers out there.
Yeah.
You know.
They probably saw them, picked them off.
Well, you got to not paint swastikas on your stuff.
On the side of your yacht.
Yeah.
Well, there wasn't any, or else they would have figured out sooner who the boat belonged to, I think. But no one knows exactly what happened to its passengers, but the Oswin was lost at sea for years before ending its journey with Stephen Ingle at the Cove Marina.
What?
That's insane.
So the Jewish group led by Abe Resnick had plans of their own for the Oswin because this wasn't just like some random group of researchers.
Yeah.
They were all Holocaust survivors.
Wow.
Okay.
And so they wanted to ceremoniously sink the ship off the coast of Florida in honor of the victims of Hitler's reign of terror.
I thought there'd be a better way, but sure, sinking
right. So everyone agrees like that, like it'd be like a ceremony in honor of these people that that the Germans like terrorized.
I could see the evil vibe now.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, this process took years to actually happen. Once people found out the boat belonged to Adolf Hitler, people with way too much money on their hands started trying to purchase the boat. They wanted it as like a souvenir, as this weird, So the boat passed around between multiple owners for 3 decades.
Oh, okay.
But eventually, in 1989, the Holocaust group survivors, they won. And in a ceremony viewed by thousands, the Army Corps of Engineers moved the Oswin offshore and sank it forever.
Really?
Did they like buy it from like a private party?
Yeah. And
wow.
And just to kind of actually follow through the ceremony. Right. So to this day, it sits in the ocean off the coast of Miami Beach, acting as an artificial reef for Florida's marine wildlife.
Goodness.
And so that is a story.
Interesting thing.
Didn't you say Hitler in one of your names?
That's what I'm saying. Is like he teases.
What I said was a trashy name is Pol Pot Diaper Dumpster Fire Hitler.
Exactly.
How did you?
You're too close to my story every time.
Every time.
And you don't even know.
I don't even know.
Hey, episode 121.
We did it.
That was fun.
Thank you for helping with the names.
Fun.
Thank you for your story. Thank you for your headlines.
You're welcome.
This is my last episode.
What?
No.
I'm out.
Wow.
No.
The lights. I can't work in this.
Listen, guys, he's been complaining about these lights ever since we came in the studio. We got some new lights. We have a new studio layout.
Yeah.
We got this new layout for our live streamers.
I'm going to get a sunburn.
And they love it.
Patreon.com/FMOFM podcast. Josh isn't quitting. He's happy about the lines. He's happy about the show.
I love it. Thank you.
And we appreciate our Patreon subscribers. We appreciate all of our listeners. We love you guys. And hey, listen, send in your names that you want Josh to name his child.
Or my human I find.
Come on.
Yeah.